something that he never done.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I want to thank our gracious hosts, Jose Suleiman, Convention Chairman Chuck Williams, Eduardo Lamazon, and the staff of the World Boxing Council for bestowing this most deserved evening of boxing justice and honor upon Rubin Carter, and for bringing together the people who love and respect him. It is very fitting and just that in this room, this boxing Valhalla, that the greatest of our heroes, the champions and great contenders from the 60s, shall hear and share this evening with Rubin. You are all spiritually linked forever, and my eyes will always see you as you once were. Your kind of athletes are not in the world anymore, and I'm honored that you are here. When I was a boy of 16, I met Rubin in late 1962. Shortly thereafter, I became homeless and trained and slept in a boxing gym in Newark called Mooksie's. Rubin brought me with him to Isan's training camp in Chatham, New Jersey, where the great Carlos Ortiz trained. In boxing, when a great fighter has a protege, we say we got a pup out of him. I was proud to be Rubin's pup. We lived and trained together before each of his fights. I grew to know his family in Patterson. As a boy, I admired Rubin's strength, discipline, and punching power. He was the best-built fighter who ever lived. As a man, I admire his wisdom, his uncanny ability to see quickly to the heart and truth of any situation. I'm very proud to have been part of Rubin's family, and we, as a family, always knew he was innocent. I have undying respect for Myron Beldock and the whole legal team, the finest this country has ever seen. But it's Rubin himself who inspired everyone. He is such a man, a radiating life force of dignity that inspires others. He encouraged me to become a police officer, and then later an investigator. And it was from that position in 1973 that I went to Muhammad Ali to help us. I'll always love Ali for believing me when I came to him and Angelo Dundee in 1973 in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania. I said I would go public in the newspapers as a prosecutor's investigator, saying Rubin was framed. Ali joined forces with us, and Ali, Angelo, and I went on Johnny Carson, Dick Cavett, and tried everything we could over the years until the loving family of Sam Chaitin and Terry Swinton came along in 1980 to fight for Rubin and take up where others could go on no longer, and brought it on home. It is a very different and costly kind of fight to wage war against an injustice while within a police department. No matter what the cost, I hope we'll all see the day where police departments everywhere evolve to the point that 100% honesty should be welcomed and respected, not punished, crushed, and discouraged. Let each person in law enforcement remember that it is necessary to step forward then and there when abuses of authority of any kind are occurring in your presence. At least show the specific kind of bravery that says, stop, I don't want to be part of this. And the next family will not have to wait 20 years to get their father, their son, their brother back with them again. Bestowing this championship belt is historically correct, because I believe Rubin would have won it had he not had the opportunity plucked away from his life. Rubin, there is no one who has influenced my life outside the ring more than you and Ali. You have both always kept your word, and we have always been there for each other. You have always been a living part of my heart, my big brother. Here's a memento from 1964 of pictures I took while we trained together for your fight with the great Joey Giardello. My original ringside ticket and the fight program I saved for 29 years for that fight is here, and the Ring Magazine article saying you won the title on points. Greatest of all warriors, I salute you. It's so sweet to see you sitting there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I met probably, 6 years or so ago at the National Amateur Championships in Colorado Springs, where I've refereed for the last 12 years. He was a gold medal winner in the middleweight class in the 1960 Olympics, which was known as Muhammad Ali's Olympics.
NAACP Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Jose. It's a great pleasure for me to be here this evening. In fact, given my history, it's a great pleasure for me to be anywhere. But here I am receiving it at a banquet without even working up a sweat. Now, this may appear to be a cushy way of getting the bill. But frankly, I would have rather taken my chances in the boxing arena against Emil Griffin, Dick Tiger, Joey Giardello, or even Muhammad Ali, than to have done the 20 years of hard time I did in the New Jersey judicial arena. I'd like to thank the World Boxing Council for this extraordinary honor. To Myron Beldock, my formidable attorney and now friend, and to Ron Lipton, my always friend, thank you for being in my corner for all these years and for being here tonight to share in this momentous occasion. Bob Dylan, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. The list is long, and I've been told my time is short.
No, it's not.
But I especially like to thank my Canadian family.